This is my first video. I think I look here. I just got an iPhone 7 Plus because my phone would not stay charged. It was a pain in the ass on my Portland trip. Like, it was just so hard to keep it charged, and it was just dead half the time. So I got this phone yesterday. I would have preferred to wait until the 8 came out, but the 8's not coming out until October, but I like it so far. The Portland trip was a dream. We had such a good time. I didn't get any video of the Natalie Merchant concert because they insisted that nobody take photo or video, so we did not. I was fully prepared to totally break that rule if a lot of people around me were, but people were pretty much respecting the rule. But we just got back Monday, like 2 nights ago. The trip back was like hellacious because we had a long layover in the Atlanta airport. But I miss Portland. I miss the beautiful landscape. The mountains and the trees were insane. I didn't miss this humidity. When we were boarding the plane to go to Portland, there was I was like walking in the line to actually get on the plane, and then suddenly like this cloud of BO overtook me, and I was like, damn. And I guess I said it pretty loud, and I guess it was coming from the guy directly in front of me because he looked real dirty. And Danny was like, why? Because like I have volume control issues. For some reason I think that people can't hear me, but they can. And so like the whole walk like on the plane, the guy was like side-eyeing me and like looking behind me or looking behind him. But like, whatever, dude, like wash your ass. Airplane seats are very small and you are in cramped quarters, and I was just hoping that I was not gonna have to sit near this guy because I could not endure. Yeah, because I think this was at the Houston airport, so that would have been the long leg of the trip, because from Houston to Portland was like just under 5 hours. No. My husband kept like looking at me, and like I kept smiling, and then he finally was just kind of like, I don't know. It was just because the guy kept looking at us, and I'm just like, dude, why are you mad at me? And then on the layover in Atlanta, we're sitting in our seats. Everybody's exhausted. There's a couple high school girls that are sitting across from us, like diagonally across from us, and then this guy was like across from them, and he was like asking them like, what high school are you from, and like, how old are you girls? Like this guy traveling alone, this old creepy guy traveling alone, trying to pick up on these 16-year-old girls. And they finally get up, and I'm thinking they're getting away from this guy, but then we're in the line to get on the plane, and suddenly like they're reunited in the line. He's like asking them more creepy questions, and I'm just like standing there like, this is so obviously creepy. I don't know if I've witnessed that before. Like, creepy old guy, like he had to have been at least in his 50s, at least, and these girls are 16 years old. And then there were a few times during the trip that we were like in lines near teenagers, and I was just like, you know, you're getting older when you listen to teenagers talk and you literally want to claw your own face off. It is a rainy day in Florida today. Danny has got a 4th interview with the company that he's been talking to. He had 3 phone interviews, and now they want him to come up to Seattle and meet with them in person. So I want to go with him, obviously, so we're going to try to make that happen. I think it's not this upcoming Monday, but the Monday after we're going to be going. And I guess while he's interviewing, I'll just be trying to see if I can look at apartments. I found 20 apartment options that are within like a mile radius of his potential new job. So if they hire him, then we have 6 to 8 weeks to move up there. So that's gonna be interesting. We are not taking any of our furniture, except I'm taking my computer because my Mac is brand new. And I mean, we're taking a few things, but we're not taking like our bed or our couch or our tables or anything like that. So very, very minimal. Pretty much just us, the animals, our clothes. We're not taking any dishes or probably not even any towels, like nothing. My sister needs furniture, so she's probably going to take whatever she wants, and then my friend wants one of our beds, so we're going to give her that. But basically, we're starting over, and we're pretty excited about that. I think we're going to start out with a 1-bedroom, 1-bath up there. The price difference in rent up there is quite different than here. It's really like, I would say 2 to 3 times as much as it is here. Like, it's a shock. And the job that he's interviewing for is downtown Seattle. So we want to live as close as possible, and if possible, walking distance. A few of the apartments that I found are literally like under a 5-minute walk. So that would be ideal. And then I don't have a job up there yet. Crime scene unit just rolled up. I guess they gotta eat too. That's being optimistic. Hopefully there's not a crime scene, because you never know. We've never moved that far. We only live an hour away from my family, and we don't know anybody out there. It's just gonna be the 2 of us. So we're gonna do a 1-bedroom, 1-bath just to keep costs low initially. We're trying to have a baby, so obviously we'll eventually need to go up to a 2-bedroom. I would love to have a 2-bath. There's some 2-bedroom, 1-baths that are cheaper, but I really, really want my second bathroom. I have 2-bedroom, 2-bath right now. I love having that second bathroom, and if we're adding a person to the family, I think we really need 2 baths. But we'll just have to see like if that's affordable. But even when the baby comes, if I can get pregnant, we'll see. But even when the baby comes, they'll be in our room for a while. Just when they're really, really little. But obviously, as they get bigger, they really need their own space. We need our own space. So there's lots of changes. Hopefully he gets this job, but if not, I told him, no pressure. Please don't pressure yourself, because like you'll get something else if this one doesn't work out. Although it seems like a very good, very, very good fit. So I'm excited. We've been talking about moving up there for the longest. Everything I've read about it is amazing. We went to Portland a couple weeks ago, and we loved Portland. And apparently there's like a rivalry between the two, and there's a lot of similarities, and like just the geography is so different from Florida, and I fell in love with it from the sky, from when we flew over, and everything I saw. Like the climate, like just I loved everything about that area up there. I just already loved it so much more than here. I mean, we didn't choose to be here in Florida. We moved here with our families when we were kids. And we finished up school here. We made sure that we got our degrees. So we're pretty well set to really just go where we want to go. And we just feel like for so many reasons that area there fits us very well. So everything's kind of right on track. I kind of hoped that we would be in Seattle by the end of the year. So if we're there by September, October, then we're really doing well. I'm excited. This movie makes me so happy. It's on Hulu, and I watched this movie so much whenever I was a kid. I love this movie. So I just turned it on so I can do a little bit of housework. I went to this yogurt shop down the road and got some yogurt. So it melted a little bit on the way home, so I put it in the freezer, but I'm fin to enjoy some of that while I do housework and book our flight and hotel for Seattle next weekend. Keeks. Hello. Baby girl. I love you. I love you. I love you a lot. So we were all booked for Seattle. I booked everything last night, our flights and our hotel. We're gonna stay at the Westin, which is downtown. And it's only a half a mile from where he's gonna be interviewing. And it's really close to the Great Wheel and I think the art museum, lots of restaurants and things. I still have a lot of research to do. It's Monday and we leave on Saturday. So I saw they have a cheesecake factory there and I've never been to one, so I want to go to one while I'm there. They have an insane amount of cheesecakes and I fucking love cheesecake. They also have a Chipotle, which I've never been to. We have Moe's here, which I guess is comparable. And then of course I'm gonna go to the Space Needle, and then I guess Queen Anne is where you go to kind of like see the iconic Seattle skyline, and maybe it'll be clear and I can see Mount Rainier. That'd be pretty cool because we saw like the very tip of it behind Mount St. Helens when we were in Portland. The big mountain there, the mountain that's actually in Oregon, is Mount Hood. And even then it's 50 miles away from Portland, so, but it was still huge to us. Even though the pictures in the video don't really do it justice, but it was huge. So I have a lot of apartments that I kind of need to narrow down to a realistic amount that I can actually see in a weekend. And maybe tonight I will kind of go through them and like maybe pick like 5 to see. I don't know. I want to see as many as I can. I'm really excited. So excited to go to Seattle and get tons of pictures and just like see what it's actually like there. I loved Portland. I'll probably love Seattle. So I'm at my usual spot getting my smoothie, and I go to Tropical Smoothie a lot here on my lunch break, and I alternate between the peanut butter cup smoothie, which has obviously peanut butter and then it's got banana and chocolate, yeah, and then the Mocha Madness smoothie regular because it has coffee in it and then chocolate and yogurt. And so I alternate between the two, and so I get up to the register and there's like a few people that regularly, like, that I see that wait on people, and the girl was like, you don't even need to say it, like, I know what you get. And I'm like, well, but you don't know which one I'm gonna have today. But I feel you, I understand. That's like, I get one of two things, like, I don't go here every day. Like, my 2 main places are here, and I'll go to this coffee shop called Maximilian Coffee, and they have the best coffee in my area for sure. And it's funny because I'm going to, speaking of coffee, I'm going to Seattle this weekend, and I've already got a couple coffee shops that have like the best reviews that are in Pike's Place. One of them is called, like, I wrote them down, but like, I don't think this is right, but it's like Storytime Coffee or something. That's not right, but it's Story something. And it's on the 2nd floor in Pike Place. I think we'll probably go there as soon as our flight gets in, get some coffee. I'm already kind of, I love planning, I'm going off on a tangent. I love planning trips. I had the best trip to Portland that I planned, and Danny's just kind of like, you can plan it, I don't really care, just tell me where to go. And I'm like, cool, all right, I can do that. So, yeah, so that one I think we'll go to when we get off the plane, and then I think the other one's called, like, Seattle's Best, but I might be wrong. It's also in Pike Place. Both of them had the best reviews, so And then I'm looking at a place called the Pink Door, which had like over 700, like almost 700 reviews, and it was like over 4 stars, like 4.5 stars or something. And it's Italian food, and they supposedly have like burlesque and tarot card readings. And I read that it doesn't have a sign. You literally just look for the Pink Door. So, but the menu looked really good. Something about get me some lasagna and garlic bread and some wine. And they have Washington and Oregon wines up there, which would be kind of cool. So I'm planning it because it's Wednesday now. We leave on Saturday, and we get there Saturday afternoon around 12:30 or so. So, anyways, moral of the story is there's coffee in my smoothie, and it's really, really good. Or no. Maximilian has the best smoothie where I am, but I'm going to where all the coffee is and where the best coffee is supposed to be. So I'm excited about that. Anyways, I wonder if like in the big city, anybody will remember. I mean, I'm a creature of habit. I go to a lot of the same places and get like the same thing. I mean, I will go out of my comfort zone, not even out of my comfort zone. Like if there's a bunch of different things that I might want to try, like I'll try them. But typically I have my go-tos, and it's funny because like they're like, you don't even need to tell me. Like, just, I see you. And I wonder if that'll happen in Seattle because it's so huge. Like I feel like I would just like blend into the crowd. Like they couldn't remember if they tried because there's just so many people. But